so much about, and it's just mentioned on the news. We are always told that it's something bad, something that we need to stop, but we're not really sure what it is, and we're never really told what all is happening. So I'm just here to give y'all a little bit more information about what global warming is and if it is connected to the greenhouse effect, the effect that it has on our planet, how it occurs, and what's the possible outcome overall. So what is global warming? The dictionary version of it is a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. It is generally attributed to the greenhouse effect. But what is the greenhouse effect? It is the increased level of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants that are given off into the air. So the reason they have the relationship because with the greenhouse effect, it's giving off the gases that are causing global warming to happen. So this happens because we are sending more carbon dioxide into the air with all the gases that we use from cars, from factories. They are getting trapped in the atmosphere because there's not enough other molecules to destroy them. So the heat waves that are coming in from the sun are getting blocked. So it's like we have little greenhouses that we make for plants. It's just a glass building that is a controlled environment that lets the heat waves in and keeps the environment controlled and warm enough so that way plant life can thrive no matter what the weather is outside. An answer that is provided by the NRDC is global warming occurs when CO2 and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight. And solar radiation that had bounced off the Earth's surface, normally this radiation would escape into space, release pollutants, which can last for years to centuries, and the atmosphere trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter. So the air molecules that are getting trapped are supposed to be able to go out so that way the Earth can naturally cool back off, because we live in what's called the Goldilocks zone, because we're the only planet that has breathable air, we have a constant temperature where the water can be liquid, unlike other planets who have no atmosphere and their water is either frozen or they don't have any at all. So how does global warming affect the planet as a whole? We live in the Goldilocks zone, but now with the global warming happening, it's becoming a more heated environment, which is not what our planet is used for. It's causing many changes. With an article written by NASA called Global Climate Change has already observed many effects on the environment. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier, plant and animal ranges have shifted, and trees are flowering sooner. All these changes are affecting everything else, and it's because the Earth overall is heating up. It is predicted to have a 2 degrees Celsius rise, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about it, like Earth is very set in its ways, and so like if you just add a little bit of change, it's really different and really hard to keep everything steady. So what's the possible outcome of all of this if we don't stop setting in all these carbon molecules into the air and making it hotter? The Union of Concerned Scientists, in an article called Global Warming Impacts, have said global warming is already having a significant and costly effects on our communities, our health, and our climate. With the increase of temperature, it also says these impacts will continue to intensify, grow, ever more constantly, and damaging and increasing effect on our planet, including you and your community. So if society will have to change in order to get this to stop, because there's so much change that's happening and it's not healthy. Scientists have made a climate hot map that show what is happening. So sea levels are rising, Glaciers are shrinking, record high temperatures and severe storms and droughts are becoming increasingly common. Changing in the temperature and rainfall patterns alter plant and animal behavior and have significant implications for humans. This is not healthy for us as an environment or the community as a whole, because change is not something very good for us. So the greenhouse effect, hopefully this has given you a little bit more insight on what the greenhouse effect is and how global warming is actually impacting the planet as a whole. So global warming is due to the greenhouse gases, which heat up the environment because they are getting trapped, which cause an overall temperature rise and a negative outcome on the environment.